In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a business card in InDesign. First off, sketch out your ideas for your business card design after you look at some inspiration. Make sure you start with using your logo as the basis and make it the largest element on the card. Keep it simple. Include only your essential elements like the name, address, phone, email, and you can use simple free SVGs for social media. Be intentional with how you align all of the text and graphics and maintain a limited color scheme and color palette. You can use Adobe Color for inspiration and for getting your colors you want. Make sure you always zoom out as well because business cards are very small. And you can go to a new document. You want to keep your setting set for print. You can have 2 pages, a front and a back for your business card, and I'm going to deselect facing pages so that they'll appear right on top of each other. Select the page size to be US business card. I'm going to shrink my margins just a little bit to 1 point. And then I will add a bleed slightly in case I have a design that goes beyond the business card. That just helps for printing purposes. In case the printer moves at all, it will accommodate for cutting so you won't have white edges on your business card once it is cut from the printer. You can also decide what orientation you want it to be, whether it's vertical or horizontal. I'm going to keep mine landscape. Here we have the business card, and below we have the second business card, or the back of it. So I can scroll, zoom out, and see both business cards. And we're going to start with using the text tool and the rectangle tools to get started. But you can see a lot of the tools are similar to Illustrator. And what I'm going to do is start with my logo. I'm going to go to File, Place, or Command D, and find my logo for River Rock Church that I designed. I'm going to click Open, and it appears next to my cursor, which means I can click and drag to get it the size I want. I'll line it up with the margins and let go. So I have it in this box now. If it looks pixelated, you can change your view display performance to high quality display, and it will look better as you're working in it, but it won't affect the print. It's just how you see it right now. So now I have my logo. You can see this dot right here, and if I click on it, it will actually move the design within that frame. So I created a frame for it. If you want to move the whole box, you can go to your selection tool and just click the edge, and then you can move it around to get it placed where you want. You can see the guideline showing that it's centered, which is what I want, so I will place it down there. I have a few different words that I want to add down below for the front of my business card, so I can draw a text box, and I'll have it in line with the whole margin of the business card, and I can move it where I want it to go, and I can click the text and type in it, or I can paste information. I have some information that I have kept here for the information I want on my business card for River Rock. I want this tagline, so I'll Command C to copy, Command V to paste, and then I can change my text any way I want to. I'll change my font to be the same as the words Community Church. I can also change the color by highlighting the text, and I'll use my eyedropper tool to select that color right there. And I think I want this centered, so I will go up to all my text edits and I will align center with the text box. You can see a lot of different tools here showing the justification, the color of your text, the different size. You can scale the size of the text as well, and change the font size. I think I'll stick with 12 point. And I can move that where I want to. I want to add a curved wave graphic to add to the design of the business card. And you can use the pen tool to draw shapes just like in Illustrator. What I want to do is start organizing my artwork. So I'm going to go to the layer tool and I'm going to create a new layer and title it Wave. There's under my layer. And I'll start drawing my wave. Look at my pen tool. Need to click off of that first, and then I'll get my pen tool and start drawing the curve. I'll make sure it goes all the way to the bleed, just so that it overlaps a little bit. I'll click and let go, use my pen tool to draw a curved shape, and then fill it in. I can use my direct selection tool, or A, as a shortcut, and click and drag my anchor points to change the shape of the wave. I wanted to mimic this wave right here. And then I want it filled in blue, so I will have that selected. And I will click the eyedropper tool. And it filled it in, and I don't want a stroke. I can go up here and say no stroke for that. So now I have a wave that will connect it a little bit to the logo design. Another helpful organizational tool is to go to Pages. And if you see a master, you can click on the master and you can show consistency between the front and the back of the card, because whatever you add to the master will be on both cards. So for instance, if I wanted this on my master on both sides, I'm going to cut it out, Command X. I'm actually going to click on my master, which has nothing on it right now, Command V. I'm going to place it down there, and you'll see that it appears on both of my sides. So now when I click on my actual business card and then the other side, it's on both. You have to double click on both to switch back and forth. Now when I go to the back of my business card, I want to create a few text boxes for the information that I want to include on the business card, such as the pastor's name, some contact information. I'll start with drawing a text box for the pastor's name, and then another text box for his role. The nice thing about when you're drawing text boxes, you can adjust the shape really easily. You can see all those green lines, and that shows really well the spacing of everything, the length of each text box, the height of each text box, to make sure they're lined up. And one more box for all the information. So I'll paste from my information. The name of the pastor, contact information, and let's say lead pastor. So now I want to set my information apart by first of all changing the fonts to my Avenir next. So I'll select all my fonts. When you see a little red plus by your text box, it means you have extra text that's not showing because it's too big for the text box, so I can drag this down so I can see everything. I am going to make this smaller. I'll make it 10 point. I will also make this, we'll keep this 12 point. And I want to bolden Pastor Jimmy's name by selecting bold. I will make this smaller as well, and I want this moved up closer to his name. And then I will also move this up slightly. And now I'm going to add email with an E. I'll hit tab and I'll show you how to edit that soon. Address, tab, and phone, tab. What I can do now is if I click Shift Command T with all of this being selected, I can edit my tab feature so that I can shrink this down. This is a handy tool. Shift Command T will bring up tabs, and I can actually move this arrow where I want it to bring it a little bit closer. So I want it separated enough so you can see the space, but that it still looks connected. So I'm going to separate this, and I'm done with the tabs. I also want to make this bold. I will change the color as well by using the eyedropper tool. Once you get your text in place, you can continue to move. You can use the arrow key to slightly adjust your text to make sure everything is aligned how you want to, and then you can add some other graphics as well. Make sure you use your layers tool to keep your design organized. You can also use your tools on the right, use your color swatches to get the colors you want, and then keep your design aligned as well.